Hey there, did you know that e-commerce giants are now on a hiring spree for psychologists? Yeah, that's right. Psychologists' expertise in understanding the human mind could be the key to unlocking millions in online sales. Are you intrigued? Well, stay tuned. Welcome back. This is Dr. RB, and today I'm going to be looking at the fascinating world where psychology meets e commerce. We'll explore why mental health experts are becoming the secret weapon in online retail. Are you ready to discover how your psychology degree, if you're in the mental health profession, could revolutionize the digital marketplace? Well, let's get started. Why are e commerce businesses so suddenly interested in psychologists? Well, it all boils down to one critical challenge: understanding consumer behavior in the digital age. You see, in the vast ocean of online retail, businesses are really struggling to stand out. They're drowning in data, but thirsty for insights. They know what customers buy, when they buy it, and how much they spend. But the $1 million question that they don't have analytics for is why? Why do customers make these choices? This is where a psychologist enters the picture. Your unique ability to unravel the complexities of human behavior is exactly what these businesses need. But how exactly can you apply, if you're a psychologist, your skills to this new arena? Let's break it down. So, a psychologist's first superpower in e commerce is understanding the why behind consumer choices. So, let's discuss this a little bit more deeply. A psychologist can really help a business understand what drives customers or consumers to make purchases. Is this a desire for status, a need for security, or perhaps maybe it's a quest for self expression? Psychologists' knowledge of cognitive biases and good enough problem solving methods can really shed light on how customers make these choices. So, for example, the scarcity principle or social proof are concepts that hopefully, if you're in e commerce or in digital marketing, you should be familiar with. These are gold mines for commerce strategies. Psychologists' expertise in emotional intelligence can really help craft marketing messages that resonate on a deeper level with customers. So let's talk a little bit on about how one could transform the online shopping experience. So a psychologist's understanding of the perception and attention can guide the layout of e-commerce sites, for example. Where should important information be placed? Or how intuitive is a site? How can visual elements really guide users towards making a purchase? By applying psychological principles, you can help businesses create a seamless, intuitive shopping experience that guides customers from browsing to buying. Psychological insights into decision making under pressure can also help develop strategies to overcome last minute hesitation. So, for example, in this age of big data, personalization is really key. And here's where psychologist skills really shine. So, having an understanding of personality types and individual differences can really help create more nuanced, effective customer segments. By applying psychological principles, you can really help craft a message that's personalized and that speaks directly to different customer types, for example. Customers' expertise in human behavior, psychologists' expertise in human behavior can enhance predictive models, helping businesses anticipate customer needs and preferences. So, last but not least, we can also talk about how a psychologist can help shape brand perception. So, an understanding of human personality really can help businesses develop brand identities that resonate with their target audience. So, for example, if you're targeting truckers, it's going to be very different, a different look, a different feel than if you're targeting, let's just say, finance, people in finance. Storytelling or a knowledge of a narrative psychology, which is a specialty in psychology, can really help craft compelling brand stories that create emotional connections with customers. In an era of increasing online skepticism, for example, one's insights into trust and credibility can help businesses build lasting relationships with their customers. Now, let me share a real world example that illustrates the power of psychology in e-commerce. So picture this. An online fashion retailer was struggling with high cart abandonment rates. So they brought in a psychologist like myself who analyzed their checkout process through the lens of decision making and emotional intelligence. So the psychologist went through everything and identified that this was a multi step checkout, which came across as overwhelming, and if the customer had attention deficit, which a lot of people, even though they don't have the disorder, they have attention deficit in the sense there's so much pulling for our attention, then this drawn out checkout process was a problem. It caused what we call analysis paralysis, too many decisions. Just like if you have different varieties in a product, like if you're selling, t-shirts and there's way too many colors, it makes it even more difficult for a customer to pick a color and check out. They just basically drop the whole process and leave because it's stress provoking. So they just leave. And what ended up happening after the psychologist in this situation, specific situation with this fashion retailer, it basically brought this cart abandonment issue down by 25%. And it also increased 15% of overall sales. So this is increased revenue for the company simply by making their checkout much simpler, maybe a couple steps, not that many steps. This simple application of psychological principles translated into millions of additional revenue. So there you have it. We've explored how psychology can really help revolutionize e-commerce and digital marketing. You can decode consumer behavior, unveiling the why behind purchases using psychological principles. Your insights can also optimize user experience, making online shopping smoother, more intuitive, friendly. You can craft personalization strategies that make customers feel truly understood. Even a simple adding the personalization in an email marketing campaign is important. And finally, you can also shape brand identities that forge emotional connections with customers. So, e commerce and the industry is waking up to the immense value that psychologists bring to the table. Having an understanding of human behavior is the missing piece in the puzzle of online retail success. So, whether you're looking to pivot your career, expand your professional horizons, maybe you want to study psychology, it's specifically tied to this area within e commerce and digital marketing. There's a lot of real new and exciting frontiers that await you. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think psychology is the future of e commerce and digital marketing? Or perhaps are you a psychologist already playing in this space? Are you in e commerce and maybe you want to consult with a psychologist like myself? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe, like, and share this video with somebody that could benefit from this. So, if you like more of this type of information where psychology and digital marketing become united and grow and evolve together, then this is the channel for you. So, stay tuned for our next episode where I talk about more of how digital marketing and psychology thrive together. Stay tuned.